Another aspect of my artist image which I will need to create is an advert featuring in a magazine to promote my artist album. In order to ensure that my piece is as effective and appropriate as possible, I will need to conduct some research into real examples of album adverts which are featured in magazines. One example which I could find was the Arctic Monkeys advert promoting their 5th studio album, AM. The advert featured in several magazines, primarily music ones. In terms of the advert itself, the design and layout is very simple. A vast majority of the entire image is a plain black background. Other than the background, there are three main things added on top of it. At the top of the advert is the band's name written in bold white font, the same font which is also featured on almost all of the band's previous work and merchandise, and has now become synonymous with the band. Underneath this, roughly in the centre of the advert, there is an animated sound wave. In the centre of the sound wave, the letters AM can also be something which features on one of the videos for a song on the album entitled Do I Wanna Know. This is therefore an example of the consistency and continuation of certain aspects throughout all aspects of a band's advertising campaign, implying that it can be very successful when carried out properly. The final section of the advert is right at the bottom of the image with a small piece of text which reads New Album, AM, and the date which the album was released on, 9th of the 10th, 13. This reiterates how the advert in its entirety adopts a very simplistic and basic theme and format, meaning that the audience's attention is diverted solely onto the small amount of text and imagery which can be seen. Moreover, the advert gives away very little about the album, in turn conjuring a sense of curiosity, enticing potential audiences. Another example of an album cover advert which I found in a magazine is this advert for Gorillaz' third studio album, Plastic Beach. The advert contains many similarities to the Arctic Monkeys one, whilst also boasting numerous differences and unique features. The most notable aspect of this advert is the image which consumes the entire background. The bottom half of the image is taken up by seawater, with the top half showing a raised platform with an island on top of it. The image in its entirety feels very dreary and mellow, with a lot of dark colours and shades being used. The image is animated, which subtly adheres to the theme of the band, which is continued throughout all of their videos and album covers. In terms of the text which sits on top of the image, the words Gorillaz' Plastic Beach are written in quite a unique and obscure font. However, the shaping of some of the letters does connote waves, in turn adhering to the overall feel of the advert. Furthermore, one way in which the advert demonstrates similarities to the Arctic Monkeys one is through the fact that at the bottom of the advert there is information in regard to the release of the album. In this instance, it says, the new album out now. This provides the reader with a suitable degree of information, whilst also creating a degree of curiosity and attraction to entice them to buy the album. Underneath this information, which is written in quite a bold, uniform font, is more information regarding the release. This furthers a degree of knowledge which the audience gauges from the advert, in turn potentially furthering the audience's desire to purchase the album. This is ultimately what the advert is designed to do. A further example of a magazine advert is for Oasis's Be Here Now. This advert is very obscure, adopting quite a slapstick tone. The main part of the advert is the image of a Rolls Royce in a swimming pool. Behind the swimming pool, in the background, a tree and stately home can be seen. The image is very obscure and quite unique. At the top of the advert, the band's logo can be seen, with white writing on a black box. At the bottom of the advert, the words Be Here Now can be seen, along with the words The Album, and finally, the mediums with which the album can be bought on. I believe that this advert is effective as a result of the degree of obscurity which it connotes.